See if anyone inspired him. Salute the populace.
Yeah.
Let's do those ways.
Now the girl was here.
We have Harold. Pay heed to the judges.
Yes, pay heed to your judges.
I'll let you pick whether you want to go first or second.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Piece I'll be performing is called Family Trade, written by Sir Jan Gurmanson. I chose this piece because I grew up in the SCA. I played from age 7 to age 13 and came back when I was 21. My dad was a fighter, my mom was a combat archer. So Family Trade really ties this all in for me. My name is Malcolm Wallace. I'm the third son of 5. I am the only one of us who is still alive. My brothers died in service of fighting for his grace. They were all guardsmen, and that was their place. My family's all been guardsmen throughout its history. I'll wear my father's armor, I stand when watching 3. One day I'll die a guardsman by bolt or fire blade, and that is how it should be. It is a family trade. I live in MidWinter's castle, I tells you when it's so. I have a bed in the guardhouse, it's the only one I know. My wife, she serves the Duchess as her mother did before. I met her one evening while guarding the castle door. My family's all been guardsmen throughout its history. I'll wear my father's armor, I stand one to watch at 3. One day I'll die a guardsman by bolt or fire blade. And that is how it should be, it is the family trade. The castle's been surrounded, the drawbridge has been raised. We've readied all our armies, we've sharpened all the braids. We'll give the Duke a victory, he is the candy man. The guardsmen get together and come up with a plan. My family's all been guardsmen throughout its history. I'll wear my father's armor, I stand when watching 3. One day I'll die a guardsman by bolt or fire blade. That is how it should be, it is the family trade. I sneak up through the sally port, I'm going to break the siege. I'm going to stick my sword to this French army's liege. Cut a serpent's head off, the body quickly falls. I drew lots for this mission, I got the shortest straw. My family's all been guardsmen throughout its history. I'll wear my father's armor, I stand when watching 3. One day I'll die a guardsman by bolt or fire blade. And that is how it should be, it is the family trade. I'm laying here dying, I've done my duty well. A French count and his guardsmen, I sit along to hell. I hear the Duke charging, I hear the foemen run. Back in MidWinter's castle, my wife will tell my son, your family's all been guardsmen throughout its history. You'll wear your father's armor, you'll stand when watching 3. Your father died a guardsman upon a French knight's blade. And that is how it should be, it is the family trade. And that is how it should be, it is the family trade.
Being a man of war myself, I have traveled far and wide to many lands in the SCA, and once in the year 45 of the society, I did not have the time to stay the weekend at an event called Border Raids, a small skirmish between the Meridian war machine and those Midlands. On this particular year, there was a conflict. A new kingdom had been birthed. North's shield had risen. And the king of the Mid-Realm could not attend our war. And as it was, the vast Meridian horde took to the field with against a few score Mid-Realmers. And when we took the field, the first battle commenced. We wiped them off the field. The second battle commenced. Again, though valiant, the Mid-Realm dragon was no match for us. And after that, the Mid-Realmers trickled off the field to where there were very few of us left, except for us Meridians looking for more fighting. But that is just the beginning of this tale. A friend of mine, we were both squires at the time, Sir Wolfgang and I. We were looking to fight, and this is the birth of the Ballad of Wolfgang No Pants. So after we had driven the Mid-Realmers from the ranks of the land, our king, being a wise man, said, we need more fighting. We will have a William Marshall tourney at my whim. Being a young squire at the time, I wanted to prove my mettle. And I fought, and I fought, and I fought. Even to the point where I was fighting my friend Wolfgang. And we looked around, and there was nary a fighter but us. And I looked very confused. And then, off in the distance, I saw Master Alexander Ravenscroft, primly with the book of scrolls under his arm, marching across the field. At which point I realized court must be imminent. Being a good squire, I was going to go to court. So I went to go throw on my garb and my lady, a wonderful woman of a fine sense of smell, informed me I was not going to court like that. At which point I decided I would indeed go shower, for very I did not want to walk back the 5-hour trip. And my friend Wolfgang was in the same condition, so we jauntily ran off to the shower house. Now the mid-realmers had no crown. They had no court. So they lollygagged, drinking beers and showering. And waited and waited. As we know court was approaching, we waited and we waited. Finally, the mid-rollers left the showers, if only they had lasted this long in the field. But we ran as fast as we could, just enough to wash off the majority of the fighter funk, and ran to the car, and I'm rapidly throwing on my court guard, pants going on, tunic coming down, and I look over, and my friend Wolfgang, Squire Wolfgang, is wearing a red and white velvet doublet that goes to here. And underneath he is wearing cargo shorts. And I go, Wolfgang, we need to get to court now. And he goes, I can't go to court. And I said, why? He goes, I have no pants. I said, you have pants? You fought in pants. At which point Wolfgang said, I cannot attend court like this. These are not worthy of court. And I said, well, you've got to do something. And he goes, okay. So I'm putting on my garb, and I look over, and he is taking his cargo shorts, he is rolling them up. Where all you see is a bald head, an AOA circlet, a squire's chain, and a velvet doublet that goes to here. And I go, what are you doing? You look like a Roman slave boy! At which point he proceeded to go, I don't want people to think I'm not period. At which point we looked over to court and saw our wives looking. Which time there was no chance to argue. So we go sprinting over and he goes, and he stops about 3 steps and he goes, oh my God, I can't go to court like this. I said, you're right, you have no pants. He said, no, these are mid-room colors. I said, if we do not get over that, our lives are going to make it to where we don't have to worry about what color you're wearing because it's all going to be red. So we got to court, and my friend who is wearing a tunic that is just to his mid-thighs, in velvet, wearing a circlet, sweating, looking like a Roman slave boy, worried about his period appearance, then immediately reaches in and pulls out his camera. I was inspired, and I wrote a short little ditty called Wolfgang No Pants. Now, if you're familiar with the more modern version of this, please feel free to sing along with me. Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Yazzie.
Oh, who goes to court and only a T? Wolfgang No Pants. Whose legs are hairy as all can see.
Wolfgang No Pants.
So squishy and shiny and knighted is he.
Wolfgang No Pants.
He lifts his tunic and he can pee.
Wolfgang No Pants.
Wolfgang No Pants. Wolfgang No Pants.
Victor by Pantslessness, Sir Yoster, Victor Slavich.
Whatever it takes.
That's like a trump card.
Do you want to come sit over here with me? What's his name? Joshua. Joshua, want to come sit over here? I have a little step room. You can sit here.
We have a couple Santa Clauses.
We do?
Santa Bjorn.
And Santa Bjorn back there. Yes, he's a little terrible.
And Santa Bjorn. We've got 2 Bjorns.
He's the Red Baron. Yes, it took me all this time.
Majesty, this is a piece by a troubadour named Guillaume de Giron, It is called Chanterai pour mon courage. And I will do my best to sing it in the Old French. I apologize in advance to anybody who speaks Old French because I am not fluent. But
I speak German, so I don't care. I will not know.
So I chose this particular song. It's a song of love, but it's sung from the woman's perspective, which is it's fairly unique in the courts of love. It was, for those of you who are not having copies of the documentation, this was written in the 14th century. And it's a song about a woman who has sent her lover off to fight the Saracens. She's rather bitter about it. Chanterai pour mon courage, que je voudrais conforter, qu'avec mon grand dommage, ne quiere mourir n'épaulé, car oublier mon lignage, ne quiere achever son provers, ou s'il est qui la sauvage, ne manque jamais parler. De concrier en outre, ziré à des appelere, par qui suis pavanté, car fait son saracen. Souffrirez in tel étage, tant que voyez convoyer, la nuit con son amour marqué, la mai avec mon cocher, mon détroit à décharner, pour maintenant agir. De concrier en outre, siré à des appelere, qui suis inventé, car fait son saracen. De concrier en outre, siré à des appelere, par qui suis inventé, car fait son saracen. Absolutely. Maybe you're following along, probably know the story.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful, beautiful. Love it.
His Highness is was 13th century?
12th century French.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I know.
This song is actually how old this song is. I know it wasn't originally in English. This song, I'm not sure exactly how old it is. I know it wasn't originally in English, but I will be singing in English. Because I don't know how to sing in French and Italian, and they don't have translations for that. It's called Jesus, Jesus, Rest Your Head. Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You have got a manger bed. All the evil folks on earth sleep in feathers at the birth. Jesus, Jesus, rest your head. You have got a manger bed. Winds
Goodbye, cute baby.
This is your first event? Yes. Yep. Holy cow. I've been to the SCA and Meridies days.
That sounds very beautiful, thank you.
What, both of you, I love it. I can't make everybody smart. Okay. Good. Who should we put up against? Should we put up against?
I believe Master Edward.
That's good choice.
Wolfgang was pantless, I am shoeless, so I'm happy to serve.
Just stand there.
Do this again, because I'm old. I'm going to make him stand up because he's young.
He is.
Plus he projects better when he stands. What is your pleasure today?
You have a poem that you would like to celebrate the impending elevation, is that correct?
I can do that, or I can do something else at your hands.
We'll start with this, and then I know you have a plethora of poetry.
A few things.
What theme does it fall into?
This then falls into several themes. It is a period, it is a piece in a period style. It is an Elizabethan song, or experience on it if you prefer. It is done today in celebration of a piece of the Meridian history that has not yet transpired. As we celebrate, it is done in honor of the Lady Mara, who will be elevated into the Laurel this evening. A bright and shining mind delights the heart. A winsome wit delivers rich delight. Such gifts are but a taste of Mara's art. More joys remain within her sparkling sight. Firm hand that guides the pen along the page. Firm heart that champions those who need her aid. Her restless mind forever doth engage. A will as strong as armies full array. Her love, a gentle gift bestowed to all. Her gait, a reckless thing, both wild and free. She triumphs in the moment of her fall, moves quickly on towards moments yet to be. Enduring in her grace is Mara's fate, which evidence and love doth eloquent.
Thank you.
I shared it with her, and it's on display with a couple of other sillier poems at her vigil site. If you get a chance, you might go by and visit with her and read Mara Cleaver revealed her. Top that, buddy.
Your Lordship, Matthias, please.
Yes, Master. What would you like?
Let's see, what are you into? Like film.
Everything?
Yeah, you're into everything.
Everything. He swings all ways.
Would you like help?
Let's do film. Let's have some fun.
Pardon me. I need something.
No, it's
We need.
Props.
look that way.
We do need
Oh,
props.
there we go.
Serious props. Yes.
Okay.
Is everyone else enjoying this?
Yeah.
This is very cool. It's good to be the queen because you can do this.
It was a long, long time ago, but I can still remember how those stories used to make me smile. And I knew if I had half a chance, I'd kill so many with my lance that maybe I'd be famous for a while. So death and bloodshed I'd deliver, with every arrow from my quiver. All this bloody hassle just to defend one castle. And I remember how he shed a tear when he learned of Lance and Guinevere, and how it touched him way down here the day the table died. And we were singing, hail, hail to the fellas in mail, slaying dragons, saving damsels, chasing after the grail. We fought off evil till our faces were pale, wondering if there was a chance we might fail. Could there be a chance we might fail? Well, hast thou read the book of Merlin, with its stories that Sir Rod of Serling could have penned lot came from Paris to serve in Arthur's cavalry. Oh, he sweated off his tail just to wear that royal mail. And when Lance had won his confidence, he met Queen Guinevere by chance, who melted down his iron pants. The table died, and we were singing, hail, hail to the fellas in mail, slaying dragons, singing devil, chasing after the grail. We fought off the evil till our faces were pale, wondering if there was a chance we might fail. Well, could there be a chance we might fail? For many years, Lance and the Queen, they kept their meetings clandestine, finding ways to be alone. It was on a fateful summer day, Mordred found them in the hay, and the Frenchman knew his cover had been blown. Well, Arthur said, swear by Excalibur, you truly did not lie with her. Lance said not a word, for the notion was absurd. And so the knight no longer chased unto his native soil he raced, leaving Guinevere alone to face the day. The table died, and we were singing, hail, hail to the fellas in mail, slaying dragons, saving devils, chasing after the grail. We fought off the evil till our faces were pale, wondering if there was a chance we might fail. Well, could there be a chance we might fail? Convicted of a grave offense by Mordred's damning evidence, Guinevere was sent to burn, and Arthur loathed his bastard son, for all his work had been undone, and he swore somehow the tables would be turned. Lance arrived to save the day and carried Guinevere away. The king was so relieved that his true love was reprieved. So Guinevere became a nun, and Lancelot had no more fun, and Mordred soon was on the run. The table died, and so we sing, hail, hail to the fellas in mail, slaying dragons, saving devils, chasing after the grail. We fought off evil till our faces were pale, wondering if there was a chance we might fail. Could there be a chance we might fail? I stand guard at this castle door, though Arthur reigns not anymore. Camelot's a memory. Still it does my heart good to recall the mighty kingdom's rise and fall, and the place it occupies in history. The spirit of those days, it seems, continues only in our dreams. There we can enjoy it, let no one dare destroy it. The prophecy from days of yore says Arthur will arise once more and make all as it was before. The day the table died.
Battle pipes play wildly there beside. Battle stalls are chanting woe betide. For the South has gone to war. Sable gleaming, argent dreaming, battle songs do make our spirits soar. For the South has gone to war. Battle lines are drawn deep in the sand. Battle oaths are sworn that here will stand. Battle lusts grow high on foes' demand. For the South has gone to war. Sable dreaming, argent gleaming, battle songs do make our spirits soar. For the South has gone to war. Battle fires play brightly in the sky. Battle bows let death shafts freely fly. Battle lusts grow high as foemen die. For the South has gone to war. Sable dreaming, argent gleaming, battle songs do make our spirits soar. For the South has gone to war. Battle helms are crushed with great sword swings. Battle lords are lost to strong spear stings. Battle shields are crushed when cold iron rings. For the South has gone to war. Sable dreaming, argent gleaming, battle songs do make our spirits soar. For the South has gone to war. Battle storms are breaking overhead. Battlefields are soaking muddy red. Battle crows are feasting on the dead. For the South has gone to war. Sable dreaming, argent gleaming, battle songs do make our spirits soar. For the South has gone to war. Battle drums are beating as we ride. Battle pipes play wildly there beside. Battle scalds are chanting woe betide. For the South has gone to war. Woo.
So as a lot of people know, I filmed Disney songs. I have 5 now.
Yeah.
This is a piece, it was actually an idea given by a mid-realmer. It's called Meridian Nights. Built to the song Arabian Nights from Aladdin. I come from a land from a far south place where the nights of Meridians grow, where the flat snaps commence and the raps are intense. It's tough reality, but hey, it's home. With Atlantia to the east and Glen Albin to the west, a war is about to take flight. Grab your shield and your might, grab your sword, ready to fight for another Meridian night. Meridian nights, fight in Meridian days. More often than not, hit hard with their shots to have with their ways. Meridian nights with their Meridian wield. A squire off his guard will fall in full heart out there on the field.
Okay,
If you go folding in, it would be the two of us, and then Matthias versus the winner of that if you just fold in.
Okay.
But being your registry, you can do what you like.
no, come on, that makes sense. Makes sense.
Right.
Thank you.
Mommy, I'm gonna go with you.
Come on, lad.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on, Joshua, come on up. It's kind of tough to really get used to that when you know to it. No problem.
Children's.
Huh?
Children's.
Oh, children, well, that seems appropriate, doesn't it?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a song that children enjoy. It was not originally a children's song, but it has been edited in the Looney Tunes version, as in children enjoy it because it has a nice beat. Adults enjoy it because there's a double meaning. And the name of the song is The Little Fly. Well, there was a little fly, and he flew into a store, and he up on the ceiling, and he up on the floor, and he up on the bacon, and he up on the ham, and he up on the head of the little grocery man. Now the little grocery man had a little spray gun. He said he'd get that fly before the day was done. Before he could count from 1 to 10, the fly flew down and up on the grocery man again. Well, there was a little fly, and he flew into a store, and he up on the ceiling, and he up on the floor, and he up on the bacon, and he up on the ham, and he up on the head of the little grocery man. Now the little grocery man had a little grocery wife. They said he'd get that fly if it meant their bloody life. They got themselves a cannon, and they went into the store, and they blew themselves to blazes as the fly flew out the door. Well, there was a little fly, and he flew to the store, and he ceiling, and up on the floor, and up on the bacon, and up on the ham, and upon the head of the little groceryman. Well, these found themselves in heaven, outside the pearly gates. St. Peter said, no matter, for now you'll be repaid. Well, they got their angels' wings, they flew into the sky. And they both flew down like buzzards, and they upon the fly. But there was a little fly, and he flew into a store, and he upon the ceiling, and he upon the floor, and he upon the bacon, and he upon the ham, and he upon the head of the little groceryman. One more time. Well, there was a little fly, and he flew into a store, and he upon the ceiling, and he upon the floor, and he upon the bacon, and he upon the ham, and he upon the head of the little groceryman.
Honestly, enjoying a blank on children's songs now. Other than Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I'm going to bow out.
Can you hear
I
Twinkle
have
Twinkle?
nothing in the children's category to do.
Well, thank you for competing. This is
I
the first event you show me
really
start
prepared
singing.
for this.
Well, if you haven't been here before, this is kind of an interesting step. Do you sing one of them in the outside world? Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's very obvious. You do, but thank you very much for competing. This is something to do so much. Well, let me ask you my choice.
Words and tune origin. This was written for Sir Dietrich Adams. There stands now amongst us one who would honor his word, once given an oath true and strong. And unto this warrior we throw down the gauntlet of chivalry's challenge, the golden chains bond. Will you take up the challenge? Will you answer our call? For we seek only those with a pure heart and mind, and strength to defend great and small. Your sword arm has brought you both fame and renown, wherever you travel across this great land, and many a worthy opponent in battle has fallen or yielded up unto your hand. Yet sword strength is least in the deeds we require, above that are honor and truth. Hold high these ideals throughout all your days, let your actions rise above reproof. Will you take up the challenge? Will you answer our call? For we seek only those with a pure heart and mind, and strength to defend great and small. Your sword arm, your honor, your faith, and your words shall be for others a guide by which their own actions will be judged as well. So by your own heart, pray abide. Will you take up the challenge? Will you answer our call? For we seek only those with a pure heart and mind, and strength to defend great and small, and strength to give service to all.
Should we actually have to compete against Naomi since we've not the one who's lost yet? She has. She should have won.
She's also taking an extra round.
Hmm?
She's taking an extra round.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
That was where I thought that bounced.
Yeah, yeah, just trying to work it out.
So mine has a little bit to deal with love. I've got love on the mind today. Am I saying so?
She was a lady of noble birth. He made his life on the sea. They had not a care when the other was there. Their love was as bright as could be. They would dance through the night by the pale moonlight. She'd sigh in his arms and she'd sing. As long as the rivers do run to the sea, my heart and my soul are with thee. My heart and my soul are with thee. But they never thought for a moment that he would be summoned to war. But his king wanted land, so he gave the command. At dawn they depart from the shore. She cried through the night by a lantern's dim light. She sobbed in his arms and she'd sing. As long as the rivers do run to the sea, my heart and my soul are with thee. My heart and my soul are with thee. At the far side, the night before battle, his legion made ready to fight, boasting their stories of valor and glory. The war songs were sung through the night. He crept off in the light from the campfire's light. He dropped to his knees and he sang, as long as the rivers do run to the sea, my heart and my soul are with thee. My heart and my soul are with thee. She watched the horizon for weeks on end, just praying that he had survived. The ship came ashore with her lover aboard. She ran to his arms and she cried. They embraced so tight in the setting sun's light. He sobbed in her arms and he'd sing, as long as the rivers had run to the sea, your heart and your soul were with me. Your heart and your soul were with me.
Belladonna.
Lady, the wind blowing cold from the mountains that covers the branches with ice cannot put out that hot fire that burns in my bosom. Your eyes promise me paradise. I am a poor man, some say I'm half crazy, son of the sand and the stone. I live for your smile and I yearn for your kisses. I do not want to be alone. Lady, I cannot provide you with presents. Silver and gold I have none. No castle in Spain and no rich-blooded horses. No rich golden fields beneath the sun. But I am a poor man, some say I'm half crazy, son of the mists of the sea. Come to me softly, oh come to me gently. Come to me warm, wild and free. Lady, I sit and I watch you for hours. I watch every move that you make. I see how the sunlight sits softly upon you. In moonlight you make my heart break. I am a poor man, some say I'm half crazy, son of the sword and the knife. But all that I have I will give to you freely, my heart and my pride and my life.
One of the things as a fighter is to know when, in a particular weapon style, you're outclassed. I will not be singing. However, I will be bringing out something that has stood the test of time as being a good piece.
Princess of Bryn Matter. And invited into this court, Bjorn and Genevieve, Baron and Baroness of Iron Mountain.
Now the entire party is here. Would everybody please take your leave? And we give fair warning that we're not a short court today. There were 3 layers of floor.
Her Majesty summons forth those who have not yet sworn their fealty and wish to do so at this time, or those who wish to reaffirm their fealty to the kingdom.
Anybody here?
Wait, yes, we have.
Oh, please, come on in.
You're going to have to come up.
Are you coming here? Actually, she might be, she'll be okay there.
I state your name.
I, Justice McCormick,
Do swear fealty and service
do swear fealty and service
unto the crown of Meridies,
unto the crown of Meridian,
to speak and to be silent,
to speak and to be silent,
to do and to let be,
to do and to let be,
to come and to go,
to come and to go,
in need and in plenty,
in need and in plenty,
in peace and in war,
in peace and in war,
in living and in dying,
in living and in dying,
from this hour henceforth,
from this hour henceforth,
until my Lord release me,
until my Lord release me,
death take me,
death take me,
or the world end.
or the world end.
And I, for Catholic Queen of Meridies. Hear and shall not forget, nor fail to reward that which is freely given. Fealty with love, valor with honor, and oath speaking with justice. Please go and rise in our esteem.
Greetings. Her Majesty summons forth the children in attendance today. All the youngins.
Those of us who reproduce our own heirs, our kingdom grow. One of the ways. And there's one other way to help our kingdom grow. Please.
Her Majesty summons forth all of the newcomers, or those for whom this is their first event.
Please.
You will be heard, yes.
Alright, but this is these people that are first time here. You Okay, today we have my Bardic competition. Band. This lovely lady, Constance, she participated. She participated in I'd like to give you a little token of a memento for your first event. It was only at one time at your first event. For you get a special one there because you actually competed. So, she does sing beautifully. Let me just say that. She sings beautifully.
We won't make you sing.
No, make her sing. She's already sung in front of people. She's used to it.
Second.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here with us. Without you, this could not grow either. So thank you very much. Okay, so we just talked about a moment ago that we had Kingdom Bardic. And I'd like to announce right now that I do now have a bard. We also had a poet competition, but no one competed for the poet. So I don't have that. But if His Lordship, Matthias Blackard, please come forward. He is my Kingdom Bard. American Pie. He did a poem, he did a song of love, and one for exalting the loveliness that is Meridian. And this is yours to keep because you are my heart. The rest of my
It's that big head. Yeah.
Dan's got a GOA circle I gave him someone I forgot about. I appreciate it. I think it's a little hype me. Is Katrina here? One of the competitors. What lady did? Where is she? She did a lovely 13th century French song. Is she here?
Hey, Jazz.
There she is. Would you be so kind as to show these lovely populace a portion of that song? It was lovely. We just can't name everyone the bard. I guess I could, but I mean, technically I But he thought this was one of his favorites, and I would like to say thank you so much for your lovely. Thank you so much.
I can tell first we want and hit one.
Well, come on up.
Or make one.
We know, it's not happening yet. We've got 2 more weeks. We're going to send shoot the elevator to Laurel in 2 weeks.
At this.
Caitlin the Wanderer is going to become the newest bagatelle. So for those of you who start hearing, please, 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 we need these badges, we need these medallions, we need whatever, you'll be hearing from her from now on. And Mama is stepping down, his tenure is over. So I'm very proud to have you aboard. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. So now it's official, it's in court.
Yay!
Yay! Yeah, but it was supposed to be a while ago.
Her Majesty summons forth Sepha Myoxlandi.
Your work within the area has really come to my attention. I should say our attention, but it is so weird. And there are some people who would like very much to see you become a part of our court. They're going to like to award you with arms today.
Those who precede us decreed such things be written down. Wherefore let these present and future subjects that we, through consideration of the Meridies, of Sepha Myoxlandi, would award her arms. Done this 13th day of February.
Okay, this is an individually made scroll for her, and this is from, and I'm not joking, illumination based on a weird Icelandic manuscript. This is a two-part here. This was done by Her Ladyship Mara Palmer, the Sinister. This is a one-of-a-kind scroll, the only one that Mara did left-handed as a grant of arms, because that changes in a little bit. Okay, you get this. And this is Mara's AOA circlet. She wanted Please stay with me.
Myra Doker Inyan Karain is summoned before Her Majesty.
I do know you. I get names all the time, and I'm going, I don't know if I know these people. I totally know you. You know me, Anna? Your Excellency, I know that you were one of the people who told me all about her, and I would like for you to please extol her virtues to the public.
Myra has been working very, very hard for us. She's already a lot of different events, including this last Castle Wars. We're in the part of that. And Red Tower. Before that, let's see, Reed for a couple of years. So and today.
She's just a baroness.
Yeah, and today, well, let's see, Mara was autographed, and she kind of got tied up with some stuff. And Myra, once again, jumped right in, helped us out, and was our backup on-site autocrat, sort of handling everything, making certain nothing blew up for us, and just generally, anytime we need something done in the Barony, we've been there. And it's wonderful.
I would like to honor you for all the work you've done for your barony, to elevate you with a grant of arms.
2016 and become pregnant. Won't stand Rex.
Oh my goodness, I can't read that. Okay, Calligraphy and Illumination by Her Ladyship Leah, okay? And, oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, good. And it's based on the Book of Kells. So, this was done specifically. This is what all the kids. Your Ladyship. I'd like to introduce to you for the first time, Ladyship Laurel.
Her Majesty would summon forth Alessandra Fioravanti.
Can't get there from here.
Come through, you guys.
That's actually really clever. Oh, that's fine. We've known each other since I joined in Meridian. We met a long time ago. We had little ones. Now they're tall. I have watched you grow as a tailor. I have watched you expand your world and mine by example. Last year, I watched her do this itsy hem, and she said, "Oh, sure, you just pick one little thread at a time." Yeah, that doesn't take a magnifying glass that big or anything. You jumped in the beginning when we first went down and said, "I need these gowns done now." She said, "Oh, sure. What do you need it by?" "Next week." "Sure. I can't do what I know, but I can do this. I can give you my greatest thanks. And what I'm doing is I'm offering you both a Meridian Majesty, and I'm going to name you a tailor to my court."
Thus does the artisan breathe vitality into all that she creates, and these children of her abilities go forth to the great betterment of all. Many are those who labor on behalf of the kingdom, and great are their skills. Among them is a lady whose artistry graces our court and adds to the splendor of all around. Long does she toil with needle and thread to bring forth garments fit for nobility. Thus has Alessandra Fioravanti won the admiration of Thorkatla, her Meridian Majesty, and is hereby created tailor to the court, so that all may
But there's a pattern on there. And it has the seal of approval.
Hi, folks. Hi. Everyone had a good time today, I hope? Yes. I got to see a lot of very fine things on display. And did everyone take all the classes they wanted to take? Yes. As many classes as they possibly could? Yes. All right, good enough. All righty.
Your Excellencies will call up Mistress Danetta and Lady Director. Okay, so we had a really awesome A&S Populous today. We had a handful of entrants. I think everyone else was in the regional fair. Unfortunately, our winner is not here. She packed up and left. However, our winner was Lady Berna Isleif's daughter with her 10th century Icelandic workshop. If you guys had the chance to come and see that, it was so awesome. And she won an entire skein of hand-spun wool, which was donated by Drew Dollar Shoe.
We also had our regional fair today, and I would like to thank all the interns and the judges. You all worked so hard today. I really appreciate it. For switching you around here and there. Thank you very much. We had one entrant today who had a perfect score of 20. And I'd like to recognize her. That was Mr. Faire and all of that. Yes. And I'd also like to recognize Bill Thora, who had another stellar entry, and Mr. Saligan. Y'all will both come up. I just have a little something for you. Bill Thor's was a French sciences entry called a Dojo Bill. And y'all can ask her about that after court. See what that was. It's fantastic. And Mr. Saligan did a Viking bread injectional. And it was fantastic too. It is pretty good. Thank you both so much. Thank you. Okay, also today, we recommended for our Gulf Wars Champions Arts and Sciences Tournament, our Meridian champions, people we would like to represent us at Gulf Wars this year. And we would like for, we recommended to our crown, and Her Majesty would like to select Laurel. And Faire, who is not here, has been painting or the wall hanging at Villanova, which is on this. And then Alessandra, who did the high blue, we would like to ask you. And then we have an alternate we select every year too, in case one of our interest champions can't go, and that is Lady Nadia. She is not here today. She is the Russian icon at Irish Fair and Kingdom Bardic.
My way to honor all of the champions in our kingdom, and you will be one of our champions in our kingdom for the represent the kingdom of Gulf Wars. This is my personal token, and it's for you to keep, and thank you so much. And I will accept your care on the Thank you, ladies.
To the Honorable Lady Myra, yes, by the way, for stepping in and helping Adela and myself in this other little thing we did not. Thank you to all who have helped make this event possible, and to the amazing public for making it wonderful. Yours in service, Mark.
So the original plan for tomorrow was to have a regional fighter practice and cookout and all that kind of stuff at the Blackburn Park, which was a great idea back before we saw the weather forecast. So no cookout tomorrow. Very sad. If you want to go out and fight, it's fine. It's up to you. However, instead, there are flyers at Troll. If you didn't see it, come talk to me and I'll give you details. It's also on the Facebook page and the website. Instead, tomorrow we're going to muster in Norcross at a Chinese buffet, and then go around the corner to find fabrics and buy lovely fabric, or not a whole lot. So, if you want to go on a fabric excursion tomorrow, get with me or look on the page. You can find information. All right. So, Barony of South Downs is an ancient barony by most people's standards. And tradition is very important to us. One of our finest traditions is every time we try to give a tower of ghouls for fighting prowess to a rapier fighter, they do not show up. Now, in Whisker's case, he was just lazy and ditched court. Brendan had to work, and that's legit. And Lady Toki Ima was sick and not able to make it to the event. But I decided I'm not going to chase her down. I'm just going to talk to y'all about how cool she is. So she started here in South Downs, or was playing here at the South Downs a few years ago, ran up to Trimaris, and has come back and is playing with us again, and that's great. In the interim, she had teachers from the South Downs. She fought in Her Excellency's Rapier Squad, and then wore that same baldric while fighting in Atlantia to honor our baroness. So South Downs like Toki a lot, and we would like to give her this.
Returning bright feathers. It is not yet grown, but soars ever higher and stretches sharpened talons. Lorenzo and Adela, Baron and Baroness of South Downs, bestow upon Toki Ima a tower ghouls for prowess with the blade. Done this February 13th out of Society Thomas 50. Words by Baron Lorenzo.
At some point.
Grace, you're going to be busy today, I think.
It's fine. This job doesn't stop.
I have watched you grow in person since somebody was sitting before. I've watched you deal with adversity and with joy and with honor and with courtesy. I have watched you dancing. And you even taught me a few things with such grace and courtesy. Trust me, getting my husband and I to dance well is not an easy thing. And I enjoyed it. There was a meeting today. There's some people who would like to talk to you for a while. It would be my greatest honor to call in the Order of the Laurel. Choose an event of her choice, where she and her husband can both be there, and she can be prepared to fully when she chooses. We do have for her today, though, is her gift. You would be so kind.
Serafina Almani has impressed us mightily with prowess and chivalry in the arts and sciences. Therefore do we, Wolfston and Thorkatla, monarchs of Faire Meridies, direct her to present herself to us at a date to be determined. Nor is she to omit to do so, to be named as a companion of the Order of the Laurel. Done this 13th day of February, Anno Societatis 50, by writ of Privy Seals.
This was done for about an hour before court. We're actually not. We have one more that we would like to announce today. Again, this is not happening today. We are announcing today. If you would please call into court.
Called into court, Elgin Nasilta.
Your cooking and all of your work and your documentation. We were talking about it for some length, and it was through the acclaim of the order that they would like for you to join them at a time of your choosing, at an event that is most appropriate for you and yours that are important to you. And we have for you today a writ that you will answer to me.
As Elegant Nasilta has shown us much skill and scholarship in the arts and sciences, we, Wolfston and Thorkatla, direct her at a date to be determined, nor does she omit to do so, to be named a Mistress of the Laurel, done this 13th day of February, Anno Societatis 50, being 2016 of the Common Era.
Thank you very much.
Summoned into court, Maddalena de Firenze.
Magdalena? No. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do this because I don't want to really capture in my brain. Magdalena, for those of you who do not know, or have seen me recently, I've been wearing, I love this word, flag pocket, which is the black hat that has the point with all the feathers. I'm having a competition with Master Nikolai. I only have to win, but I can start at like 7'2". Madalena has been one of these amazing people who said, oh sure, I can make a hat for you. And it appeared. 3 of them. One for my husband, one for me, and one for Mrs. Black. She's wearing one right there. Oh here, try this. It's perfect, exactly what I wanted. She's been making hats for a lot of other people. There's a few members of the defense that are wearing hats. So, there, guys, over here. Right? 1, 2, 3. Right? There's a feather thing going on. Well, Restrict's kind of droops.
It's a comb over, Your Majesty.
For providing us with, both my husband and I, with these hats, I would like to make her a Meridian, give her a Meridian Majesty, and make her a hat maker to my court. Right? And for all the work she's done for the Barony, and for everything else she has supported for so many other people, including what she's doing in her life, we are also raising her with a grant of arms. Would you please read the scrolls in court, otherwise it won't count.
No one can cap the works of Faire. No chapeau can compare to hers, and her work astounds. So do we, King Wolfston and Queen Thorkatla of proud Meridies, grant her arms, done this 13th day of February, Anno Societatis 50, being 2016 Anno Domini. Wolfston, Rex, Thorkatla, Regina.
Yes, please.
That's the first one.
This will be calligraphy by Grania, Mrs. Grania, and the Southern Meridian Tribal Conspiracy. Illuminated by Eleanor Kite. Okay, you go to
There are artisans whose work is something that creates that special finishing touch, which is essential to complete an outfit. Such is the skill of one Maddalena de Firenze, that Thorkatla, Queen of Meridies, wishes to recognize it by bestowing upon her a Meridian majesty, and does further name her milliner to the court, done this 13th day of February, Annos Octavis, the 2016 in the Common Era, Thorkatla Regina.
And this is coming with illumination by Her Excellency Katerina Konowa.
Called into court, Faire of Valori.
Students that spend time here writing notes. I'm just in a different. Your works have come to me from a variety of sources, but especially your work in Fort Castle, working as seneschal, read, I believe, not read, channeling, think. But you've been one of the forces behind Fort Castle, making sure that it still breathes and is still becoming, and it's now becoming a very viable shire, even though it's in the side of the kingdom, on the very east side. I love that part of the country, of the state, but I can't get around to. I have heard from, how many people? I don't even know. I couldn't count that high.
At least 5.
At least 5.
Sunday after that.
How much they respect the work you've done for the Shire. And as a result, we would like to exchange this lovely piece here. So we're leaving it here.
Whereas we, Wolfston and Thorkatla, by right of arms, King and Queen of Meridies, do find it meet to reward those who have served the realm with great energy, constancy, and loyalty. And whereas Faire of Valori has come to our notice as being well worthy of such recognition, therefore do we present to her a grant of arms, and confirm her right to bear, her chevron, inverted argent and gules, a boot bendwise sinister gules. This done by our command and under our hands and seals this 13th day of February, Annos Octavis 50, being 2016 Gregorian. Wolfston, Rex, Thorkatla, Regina.
Calligraphy and illumination by Her Excellency Katerina Konowa. I'd like to introduce to you for the first time Her Ladyship Faire. You had a Squire you want to take in short?
Well, certainly I will.
I was told that you would like to take a Squire in my court.
If it pleases you.
Yeah, it absolutely would.
That kind of ruined my opening line, though.
Okay.
Because I was going to come here to execute my duties as a knight. I take a Squire in your court.
Ooh. Earl Raven, would you be so kind as to execute your wife as a knight? Take a Squire in our court.
Well, thank you. I think I will. Gunther?
Oh.
It's quite appropriate that I take a talented artisan as a Squire at this event, do you think?
I think it's a wonderful idea.
But he's left-handed.
I've had left-handed squires before.
Dakota's.
Oh, that's true, he is.
Kona, Peru, Robert.
So very few. That is, yeah.
He's walking slow like an old tiger.
That makes them all the more crafty.
In discussions about the relationship of a knight to a squire, we discussed many things, and I had your wife come with you, and my wife, because it's not between me and you. It's a bond of our households. We welcome you into our household. We look forward to many good times. Your charge as a squire is really quite simple. Continue conducting yourself as you have been, because you have the heart of a knight. My charge is to bring out the skill at arms that you have. The second charge to you, look at these people. All of them. Your charge is to not to disappoint them. Difficult thing to do. But to do so would be mindful. All your efforts should be to not disappoint anyone. Because it's in their eyes that you become a knight. Without them, there would be a knight. In a conversation with Sir Rain, I said I didn't know that I would take another squire, but meeting you and your wife made me believe that it's a good thing for me to do. It's going to make me be a better knight. It's already improved my artistic abilities. I have never painted both sides of a belt.
Talk to both of you. I don't know how you do this both of you. Well, I'm going to share one of them. Or you stand. I don't care.
You'll see my height.
Stay up here. I have no problem with this. Well, that's actually. I'm going to try and get through this. There are people in this kingdom, in the known world, that once you whisper their name, everybody knows instantly the courtesy, the honor, and the chivalry that they hold and they embody for the entire known world. This is particularly true in Meridies of you two. There are very few honors left that anybody can do for you. Anything. I actually looked it up in the order of precedence. Yeah, there's nothing there. And then I ended up having conversations with a few peers. And they made a suggestion to me that I thought, there is no way I'm not doing this. There are Meridian lands and Gulf Wars with a road named unnamed at the moment. It will not remain unnamed. From this day forward, it will be known as Raven's Way.
chivalry, both on and off the field, it is right to honor such inspiration to the Kingdom of Meridians. Having heard of the advice of our peers, to permanently recognize the deeds of Earl Richard Rayfin and Countess Elwyn of Eaglewood, do we, Wolfston and Thorcotla, bestow the distinction of naming the road beginning and ending at Colchester Lane, entirely within Meridian lands at Gulf Wars, Rayfin's Way. Wolfson, Rex, Thorcotla, Regina.
Huzzah!
She knows what this is, but she knows what's happening elsewhere. I know. You'll survive. Okay, for those of you who are unaware of what's going on between the two of us, Mistress Gabrielle and I are actually apprentice sisters back when we both lived in the East Kingdom. Neither one of us lives there anymore. We won Crown Tournament back in May. And Mistress Gabrielle jumped in and said, what can I do? Well now, she's a needlework, Laurel. Let me think about it for 10 seconds. I have this idea for a cloak. No, she didn't do all the needlework on it. No, she organized it. This is to me the coolest cloak I've ever done. I can't thank you for this, my sister. Okay, baby. I wasn't expecting that. I can do one thing for you. I can name you a embroiderer to my court and give you my Meridian majesty.
Breathe vitality into all she creates. Many are those who labor on behalf of the kingdom, whose artistry graces our court. For her toil, she has earned the recognition of Thorcotla, her Meridian majesty, and is named embroiderer to the court by her hand. Done this day, Thorcotla, Reggie.
This was actually supposed to happen back at Mary Hiking Yule, but she got sick. So this is actually dated for a different time, but I knew. Hey, I called her and said, hey, when are you going to show up in my reign? Thank you. Just like the coolest talk ever.
Her Majesty summons forth Janvier de Valois.
Okay, you knew if she did, you had to be next. Okay, so if Gabrielle is my apprentice sister, that makes you my apprentice niece. She is one of the two of my apprentice nieces that actually made the motives on this cloak, the Laurel Hell. Okay? There's one facing in opposite direction, a mirror to each other. Right? She did one of these, and another one of her apprentices did the other one. She's in the East Kingdom. As we speak, she's receiving the same reward in an East Kingdom court. An embroiderer to my court, and with it comes Meridian majesty and my private favor.
Nimble fingers can bring new life into the world where there has been nothing. Thus does the artisan breathe vitality into all that she creates. Many are those who labor on behalf of the crown of Meridians, and great are these among them. As Genevieve de Valois, long does the toil with needle and thread to decorate and embellish garments fit for royalty, and has hereby won the admiration of Thorcotla, her Meridian majesty, and is hereby created embroiderer to the court for all that may know her skill. By her hand, done this day, Thorkatla, Regina.
And this scroll was done by Her Ladyship Leah Jolifant of
Joya LaFay?
Yeah.
She's from Arenal.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this. Thank you. Well, we took care of a couple of please, can you come in?
Elizabeth Rafer is summoned before her majesty.
Oh, she's not wearing armor. What's the wife telling you in front of me? You was honoring you with a bear, right? Well, apparently you don't just fight. Right? You do a little service here and there. Yeah. Don't some people like to talk to you about that? I'd like to call in my order of the bow, please. Was given to me to give to you as a legacy from Dame Fiona. She wanted to make sure you got this because she wanted to make sure you had it. If you would please.
Proclaim unto all.
We have an emergency.
Emergency to proclaim unto all that Elizabeth has brought unto our esteem by the merit of past deeds and an assurance of good works and continued faith to Meridies, having consulted present companions, we would create her a member of the Order of the Bow. By our hands done this day, we'll send Rex, or Katla, Regina.
Well, apparently your order is not complete yet. Yes?
There is more.
There is more.
Yes. Would William Scrivener please come forth?
Alone. He does youth combat activities and youth activities all by himself. 11 children will do that for you. But it isn't just for your own children. I have seen you working with everyone else's, working to make sure that the children's youth activities are safe, fun, and something the kids really look forward to attending. I do know that Catalina and Delry's daughter loves going to the events when you're there to help them together. The Order of the Bow would like to honor that work for you by also inducting you.
Never is a kingdom built without the labors of many. Our subject, William Scrivener, is one of these, and so is entered in the Order of the Bow of Faire Meridians. By our hands done this day, will stand Rex, or Katla, Regina.
And of course, we're not finished.
But wait, there's
because I wanted people to understand, the grant was for the work in her local group, the vow was for the work in the Herald's office. This is what they talked about the most in the meeting. They wanted you to be here for all the work you have been doing at Penn and all the other stuff in the Herald. Right? I don't need to be involved. I just have to pass on them good. So we'd like to also induct you into the order of the vow.
Let all men know by their presence that Fiora Valori has been brought to our esteem by her deeds. Therefore are we minded to create her a member of the Order of the Vow of Meridies, on the merit of her past deeds and good works, and in the assurance of her continued faith to Meridies. We are secure in the knowledge that so long as you live and inspire others by your example, so shall Meridies be nurtured and grow. Having consulted with the present companions and principals of the Order, by our prerogative, we here to set our hands and seals this 13th day of February, Anno Societatis 50, being 2016 in common record. Wolfsen, Rex, and Thorkatla, Regina.
This is done specifically for you by Her Ladyship, Katerina Guanello. Thank you very much. Many different venues, but in particular for your prowess with a sword, well, the long, sticky one. Of course, that's what all about, right? Wait, so you are gone. Oh, the movement. Isn't this one card? Okay, so and I appreciate that very much. There was a very short conversation and a lot of unanimity that perhaps we should call in the Order of the Masters of Defense. We would like very much to announce we, the royalty, in 2 weeks hence, the fencers are having their premier Meridian event called the Meridian Challenge of Arms, where we determine both the King's champion and the Queen's champion in a variety of other tournaments. And it's at that day we would like very much to induct you in that event, into this order. Does that be your wish? We have a writ for you.
David Twynham has impressed us mightily with his prowess and chivalry upon the rapier field. Therefore do we, Wolfston and Thorkatla, monarchs of Faire Meridies, direct him to present himself to us at a date that apparently was just determined. To be named as a Master of Defense, done this 13th day of February, Anno Societatis 50, by writ of Privy Seal, Wolfston, Rex, Thorkatla, Regina.
Yeah, they would like to talk to you for a moment. There's 5 of them when they now you gotta get a hat. With bigger feathers. No! Yeah, you can wear black and silver and three people sew a lot next to these.
Never when you wear black.
Called in court, Cecilia Messalina Bucaria.
months ago, I got to go down to Primaris and celebrate with them in their 30th anniversary of becoming a kingdom. You were there. Well, she walked into our cabin to deliver breakfast and pretty much didn't leave for 3 days. And then she was a private financial scribe. And then I started being able to award scrolls. And next thing I know, there's a name on there on a lot of these scrolls in our cases and then for different people in the kingdom. She lives very close to Meridies, so she does play a fair occasion. So it's my greatest honor, and with permission of Arden and Lisa, that I give you my Meridian Majesty and name you ascribed to my courts.
Many are those who labor on behalf of the kingdom, and great are their skills. For hours of toil with pen and ink, Vistilia Messalina Pucaria has earned the recognition of Thorkatla, her Meridian Majesty, and named scribe to our court, done this 13th day of February, Anno Societatis 50, being 2016 of the Common Era, Thorkatla Regina.
Yes, it's Lever Branch. This is real building on gesso. This is not paint. It's done for you. They've known about it. Thank you so much for helping us. Thank you for being on our court. I think you have something else to do with it for a while. Have a good day.
Called into the court, Gunnar Jorgensen.
Gunnar going once. Gunnar going twice. Not so. Is he here? Is he here? Has anybody seen him anywhere?
Is that Keith's husband?
What?
Is that Keith's Gunnar?
He fights.
Yeah, they left.
Will you see him at all? Or
Yeah.
will you- Oh, wait a minute. We are inducting into the Order of the Argent Shield. What do you believe in?
Since ancient times, warriors have been recognized. We, Wolfston and Thorkatla, wish to recognize Gunnar Jorgensen, who has displayed considerable prowess in the art of war, distinguished himself in battle, and share his knowledge with others. We admit him into the Order of the Argent Shield, done this 23rd day of January, Anno Societatis, being 2016 Gregorian. Wolfston Rex, Thorkatla Regina.
I think this was mine. I could go through too. Thank you. Thank you.
Called into court, Engelbrecht Vondelberg and Niida Ayu Wayan Kali.
not what I'm used to seeing you two wearing a lot. They're usually out on the field somewhere shooting things, throwing things at things. Huh? Or armor. Mostly the throwing and the shooting things. You two have some fame around here. The order of the split arrow here. Anybody have a split arrow? These two do everything together. I really don't like giving people combined words like this, but in this case, these two are never separated. So I thought we could do this together, and they have individual scrolls there. So please.
In days of old, kingdoms were won and lost by keen eyes of skilled archers. Thus mindful of the great need for such prowess to protect our lands, we, Wulfstan and Thorkatla, sovereign and consort Meridies, would elevate Engelbrecht Vondelver and Miida Ayu Wayan Kali into the split arrow on this 13th of February, Anno Sogdiotatis 50, being 2016 Gregorian. Wulfstan, Rex, Thorkatla, Regina.
This one's yours, and this one's yours. There's a button shooting Greg, and then there's Greg just looking down like clueless. Congratulations. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
The Order of the Laurel is summoned forth. Your Majesty.
My feet are cold.
Wielder of the power that comes when liquid and powder combine and painted on parchment by pen. Cleaver wielder, bird's bane, proclaimed foe of benches and gravitational forces. Ambidextrous artisan and sinister calligrapher, when her dexter hands, and friend to the quill and the crutch. A lady is so prolific that scriptoria appear out of thin air whenever she appears. Though many claim the pen is mightier than the sword, her quills will make the mightiest blades appear as table dashes.
Your ladyship. I can say what I want. I can say what I want. You ready to kneel? Someone over here? Did you hurt yourself on Bishop? I know she had to walk from one room to the other. She probably just put, it's Mara. You were here to answer the writ, but first, let us hear the words of the peers as they have words to speak to you.
Is there a royal peer who would speak for this gentleman?
There are two. That was a pair.
The first day that I got to know Mara, she presented herself into the kitchen where I was preparing feasts for an event. She spent the entire day with me, toiling away, because she wanted to know what this thing about service in the kitchen was all about. So even when I could see that her feet were swelling, that she was growing weary, and I sent her away, she came back. I sent her away again, and she came back. I finally just gave up and let her stay. And I learned something about you that day. Not only are you willing to work, but you lead by example. You lead humbly. You brought people with you when you came back. You are my hero.
And on that same day that my wife is discussing, I fell in love with you because you made my life happy. We speak of leadership, as is our place as royal peers, and I can think of no one finer to lead our scribes, besides perhaps this one woman. But at this point, I can't tell you apart because you are both amazing people. You are her peer. You are our peer. You belong here. And I know you'll believe that soon. Because we all.
Is there a knight that would speak for her?
I am Edward of Glastonbury, your majesty, your highnesses, vice regal heads assembled. I know this woman. This is Mara Palmer. Mara Palmer, with the heart of a fighter, the heart of a champion, the heart of someone truly worthy. I have seen this woman wield steel and leave foes in her wake. She is a warrior. She is a warrior for the kingdom. More than that, she is a woman of courage. She is the voice for those without a voice, spoon in hand. In all other times, when the voiceless need someone to stand for them, Mara is that woman. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been around in Meridies a long time. In our youth, we were a place of extraordinary vigor, of fire, of zeal, of passion, of focus, of energy. And I tell you today, this woman is more than my peer. She is the future of this kingdom. She is the destiny of Meridies.
Is there a master of defense that would speak for her?
I am Francois Le Souris, and I would speak for this woman. This woman who I knew long before I had met her. Her name had been read in court over and over and over. And then I met this woman, and my heart was touched. To compare sword and quill for me and her seems trite, but still proper. For her point has touched as many, if not more, than my point. For each point she touched, for each of those, she sent a little piece of herself off into the kingdom of Meridian. She has made this kingdom better and better and inspired all in this kingdom. To all assembled here, she is my peer.
Is there a pelican who would speak for her?
Well, but see, I would like this one. I have known Mora a very long time in scriptorium. She was the nice, quiet little scribe who was simply to make all these early period scrolls, and I would say, try this one. She'd say, no, I only do early period. She'd say, try this one. I only do early period. But the rest of us knew Mara could do anything. So one day I go home and I make a big stack of scrolls and I hand them to Mara Palmer and I say, here, they're 15th century. She says, but I don't do good time. I said, you better learn. And I walked off. But this is, and we all know, she does this so very well, eh? But this is not why she is my peer. It's because of what she did next. She did not go to this Facebook and write, I want to make up Isabella. She did, I did not find out, so it's okay, right? The next thing, she did not put them in the drawer and say, I learned that thing. She did not go to another school, hey, don't take this for me, yeah? She went without complaint, and she learned, and she excelled, and she teaches this. And this is what makes her my friend.
of Dovedale will stand surety for this woman. I met Mara Palmer at Duke Orlando's Palazzo, busy sewing up a new costume. It was an auspicious beginning. I watched Mara embrace our society with enthusiasm and joy, contagious and inspiring. She tried her hand at new arts and activities, exploring each one. Then she found her true passion in ink, pen, and paper, rapidly becoming one of the premier calligraphers in our fair kingdom. She has become one of the go-to people for calligraphy knowledge and expertise, both within and outside of our society. Whose name is on the back of that scroll? Mara Palmer's, of course. Mara is generous in sharing her art with others. You're having an event. May I hold a scriptorium, teach calligraphy classes? Because of her efforts, the arts continue to flourish in Meridies. Maker, teacher, scholar, Mara Palmer is all of these things, and she is undeniably my hero.
Is there a member of the populace who would speak for her?
I will speak for Mara.
I had the unique privilege of getting to meet you at your very first event and pin you into my clothing. And I got to watch you while you searched for where you belonged, what you were interested in the SCA. And you found calligraphy and illumination. You found the double. I got to be there for you being apprenticed. And you have moved so fast from learning to teaching. I've gotten to watch you inspire members of the populace. I don't remember the last time that I came to an event that you weren't running a scriptorium. This one, I think. Today to be elevated into the Order of the Laurel. Good answer. Please rise and finish the process with your Laurel. Oh yes. Okay, this whole crutch thing, no more. Oh yeah, I used to go to the same school together. I heal you. Artsy. Even those are really cool crutches, you don't need them. Please rise and start to enter into your new stage by returning your belt to your mom.
She's in the hole.
We first worked together many years ago at Gold Courts. And that week, my dirty, dirty little urchin was wearing an underdress most of the time, hiked up to her knees, muddy feet, and ink all over her face and her hair everywhere. And look at you now. You have grown, you have learned, you have taught so many things, you've overcome every adversity that was thrown at you, including breaking your right hand so you just learn how to do it with your left. So you can teach people to do it with your left. And so many things. And while I'm sad to be taking this belt back, I am so very, very proud to call you my dear.
usually we ask for the medallion. Can those of you in the back hear me? I am going to usurp this moment in the royal prerogative as both a queen and as a royal. This medallion was the one in which I was elevated 17 years ago. It came to me through Duke Brian and Duchess Anna when they left Agenfeld and moved into the East Kingdom. They were tasked with taking this medallion, which is from the ancient heart of Agenfeld, which by extension is the beginning of Meridian. They said the first one that they ever elevate and put a laurel in the East, that this would be their medallion. I suspect that when you win 9 crowns in one kingdom, you'll probably do it in another. That's what happened. I have held this for 17 years. This is my personal medallion. This is my honor to bestow on you, for I have given no laurel a medallion since I have become a member of the order myself. I have watched you grow in the last 5 years. I have watched you become the peer that you are today. This is not an award. This is not. This was not just a vote. This is a recognition of who and what you are in a society. And this is my gift to you, with the caveat that when one of mine do, that you please pass it on to one of mine. Is there another medallion as well? Yes, there is. There is another medallion that's cast specifically for you, but I wanted to give you this to understand who and what you are. Everything is done for me in my rank. So, lady, would you like to bestow this on her? So you now have a legacy piece from the beginning of Meridies, and you have a piece that is brand new, that is right for your station as a laurel in this kingdom, and in the, well, maybe laurel. Is there a circlet?
There is your
This box was made by Master Petros. He also made the circlet for her. Yes, it is. You can't pass this one off. Inside the box is scented with bay oil, bay leaf oil, so it's a laurel wreath that smells like a laurel wreath. May the weight of the order rest equally on your head as you continue with this lovely art that you have prepared for so long. And also, is there a cloak? The cloak in there? Okay, so, we have this fun part. With my apologies for those of you who actually speak Latin, we're about to take for fealty. Yes, please. This is, we are doing it in Latin. I speak German. Poor Carrollton, he's been helping me, and I know I'm going to mess it up. Please.
Do I swear fealty and service to the crown of Meridies, to speak and to be silent, to do and to let be, to come and to go, in need and in plenty, in peace and in war, in living and in dying. From this hour henceforth, until my Lord release me, death take me, or the world end.
Mara Palmer, obligo.
So say I, Mara Palmer.
I go for Cella, Regina Meridiae,
And I, Procatla, Queen Meridies,
Adoria Neque, Ruminari,
hear and shall not forget,
Dero Que Libre Zantor,
nor fail to reward that which is freely given.
Silvatium,
Fealty with love,
and where I Virtutium,
valor with honor,
et perfidium, Augusto, nunc serge, et procede nostre cum gratia.
Oath breaking with justice. Now rise.
Please rise and go to steam, and please meet the members of your order.
They delve deep into ancient mysteries, creating treasures of knowledge from tomes and artifacts. They put into practice what they learn, bringing that knowledge to life and make our society more beautiful and more fulfilling. However, the role of the Laurel is not merely to be an artisan, but first and foremost to be a teacher, bringing their hand-won wisdom to others, and showing their students the way to find it on their own. Hearken all unto these words, for we, Wulfstan and Thorkatla, King and Queen of the Loyal Kingdom of Meridies, wish to elevate our subject, Mara Palmer, unto the order of the Laurel. She has excelled at her chosen arts, striving to create beautiful words, and challenge herself to improve her skills, even in the face of greatest adversity. Likewise, she has exemplified the role of teacher throughout the kingdom, and beyond enriching the lives of all that she meets. Thus do we create her a mistress of the Laurel with all rights and rare privileges attendant thereto. On this 13th day of February, by our hands, Wulfstan Rex, Thorkatla, Regina.
And Lady Veronica. Thank you, Mara. Thank you for the very first time to introduce everyone. Mistress Mara Palmer.
There being no further business, this hereby closes the court of Wulfstan and Thorkatla, sovereign and consort of the Laurel Kingdom of Meridian.